the number 2 worst play of all time, the fumble.
Earnest Byner, he can taste the end zone. He's just fighting for every extra inch. And then, oh, no.
From the 8-yard line, Kosar hands up to Byner on a draw. Byner inside the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to the 2. He fumbles the football, and the Broncos have it.
I remember standing behind the end zone, and you see it unfolding in slow motion.
He was so close to getting in for a touchdown.
You see the ball coming out, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness.
Another moment of tragedy for the Cleveland Browns.
In a game that could have earned them their first trip to the Super Bowl, the Browns started in an early hole.
And we start the game off. We're losing 21-3.
Wide open, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
The guy who fumbled the ball, Earnest Byner, single-handedly made it possible for us to win.
Goes up to Byner, well thrown. Earnest Byner, touchdown.
We would have had no chance to be in the game if it wasn't for Earnest.
Byner's second score of this third quarter.
You know, they call it the fumble because that's what ended it. But that game was about Earnest Byner. I'd rather focus on the good things he did that day.
When you look at Earnest Byner, it is something that plagued a franchise for many, many years.
Tearing the heart out of Cleveland.
That is something that these franchises that are so desperate to win and they lose it, I mean, he cursed them. It's a curse.
I don't think it's fair to put Earnest Byner's fumble that high, because if the Browns had recovered the fumble, you wouldn't remember it now. Think about Jerome Bettis' fumble in the playoffs in 2005.
He hesitates. Oh, the ball is fumbled. And the Colts pick it up.
If Ben Roethlisberger doesn't track down Nick Harper, we're thinking of that Jerome Bettis fumble as one of the worst plays of all time. And yet, it's not even on this list. So for that play to be number 2 worst play of all time is really judging it based a lot more on the result than based on the actual play itself.
Byner's blunder makes our list for being much more than just your average fumble.
Earnest Byner fumble is definitely deserving of the number 2 spot because the city will remember it forever. This is negativity that affects your franchise for generations.
What a heartbreak for Byner. The air goes out of the Cleveland team.
That one I could go with, because Byner had a nice NFL career. You look on paper, Byner put up numbers, played for a lot of teams, did really well.
Touchdown, Earnest Byner. Great run.
Ernest Byner went on to be a Super Bowl hero for Washington.
Throws it in the near flat to Byner at the 5, dives for the corner, touchdown.
That erases a lot of those memories. But you know what? The fumble's still there. It's still in the back of his mind.